Well, good morning and thanks for joining us here at the Royal Botanical Gardens. It is all about telling tales. It is an amazing book festival that is happening right here this weekend long. Christopher Steininger is joining me right now. He is the illustrator of Silverwing. Tell me a little bit about the background of this story, first of all.
Well, 25 years ago, Kenneth Oppel, the writer of Silverwing, he put out the novel, which eventually turned into a 4-book series. And so 25 years later, after its massive, massive success, he gave me the script and he said, why don't you turn this into a graphic novel, comic, whatever you want to call it. So that's what I did. So we've created, or we did, I should say, but we have created a wonderful 210-page-ish graphic novel retelling the story of Silverwing all these years later, and it's out now. And yeah, it's
this is
really,
the trend
really
now.
cool.
This comic book type feature. I mean, we didn't have these types of books in our school libraries when we were kids.
Right.
We had comic books and then we had books.
Yeah.
And the fact that you've been able to merge the two is so amazing for kids. This is what got my daughter into reading, this comic book style fashion.
Yeah, cool. Like if you have kids who have been reading Dogman or Captain Underpants and that kind of stuff. They're probably a little bit older now, so they can kind of jump up to the next.
Wings of Fire.
Wings of Fire, exactly. So yeah, then Wings of Fire, if they're kind of around that age, this is perfect. This is like the next stepping stone. It's a little bit darker, so there's a little bit gore. Well, it's the animal world, right? It's not always pleasant. So,
well, they don't look very pleasant on the cover.
Well, some of them aren't, because some of them are
They've
the
got
baddies.
fangs and long tongues.
I mean, the baddies are going to do things like eat you.
They're called baddies?
Well, they're not actually called baddies. Get it? Yeah. No, there are some vampire bats, and vampire bats are obviously going to.
They're bad.
Well, they're bad. You can imagine what they do. So,
but these ones look kind of cute, so these ones are friendly.
Yeah, so it's kind of weird because bats are such a weird, they're kind of a spooky looking creature.
Yeah,
they're
totally
odd, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's the gothy cool aspect, but they're also very strange, so it's tough to make them sympathetic.
Right.
So one of the challenges, I guess, was to make them sympathetic. Like, you want to spend time with these things, but at the same time, if they're too freaky and weird,
you're not going to want to.
The kids are going to be like, yeah,
I'm not reading this.
So the baddies, freaky and weird all the way. The goodies, sympathetic, so that you root for them and so that you want them to
succeed,
not be consumed by nature.
Okay, you're going to be here Saturday with the author.
Yeah,
you guys are going to be doing a little bit of reading, a little bit of signing.
Yeah.
Can you draw a bat for me? I'll draw one too. You can show me your version and I'll show you mine.
Okay, we'll do a really quick shade. Shade is the good guy. So I don't know. We'll do a eye. Okay. Big fat marker. And then we'll do something like this. And then he's got a thing that goes like that. I think he's got this kind of thing. And he's got these big ears.
Oh, your bat's way better than my bat. That was my bat. You drew over my bat.
Sorry.
All right, telling tales.
Then he's got this little hair that goes like this.
Yes.
He's got this hair.
Oh, he's so cute.
And he's got some wings, but we're out of space.
Oh my God, he's so cute. All right, Telling Tales happening this weekend at RBG. Coming up, we're going to talk to Lynn, who this book actually helped inspire her become an author. All of that coming up on Morning Live. We're back at RBG with Lynn Nguyen. And Lynn, you have written this wonderful book, No Place Like Home. I got into it. It is such a fantastic story. I want to do the full circle moment first, though. Tell us how you are inspired by Kenneth Oppel in Silverwing.
So when I was 11, my family moved to Canada, and my dad dropped me off at the Indigo one day. It was my first year in the country, and I picked up a copy of Silverwing, and I just spent the entire afternoon while he was shopping at the mall. I spent the entire afternoon just reading in Indigo.
You finished
it.
The book.
Yeah, in 3 hours I finished it.
Wow.
I loved it so much, I emailed Kenneth Oppel and was like, I loved your book.
That's so cute.
And he responded to me, which was really fun. I was so excited. I showed my entire grade 6 class.
I bet you did.
Yeah, it was an exciting moment.
Yeah.
And I didn't even say I wanted to be an author, but I remember him being like, you make a really good writer. And I was very honored. And now, I don't know, 17 years later, we're both authors at this festival. So
this is so cool, and you're going to get to meet him and hang out with him.
Yes,
and
I have my very old secondhand copy of Silverwing that I'm hoping to get signed.
I'm sure he will. I'm sure after that moment. Now you've brought some of your older works. Now, also when you were a little girl, one of your teachers back home discouraged you in a way?
Yeah, so when I would say like 10 in grade 5, I was not a super strong writer. Like my parents had to get me like remedial lessons in writing, and I had a teacher who showed an example of my work to the entire class as an example of what not to do. So he read everything out and was like, this is a bad example.
Oh, that is
of
so
writing.
horrible. Like, what toxic trauma.
And it stays with you. But then, you know, things changed. And
You came to Canada, you had
to
some really
Canada.
good, inspiring teachers. Like, these are like 17-year-old works here. And what I love, okay, first of all, that you've got horses in it, because I love equestrian. It's the best. And like, your drawing of the horse is like...
I'm not an illustrator, just to point that out.
We should ask Chris to teach us how to write or draw a horse. I love that you did your own about the author.
Oh, yes, I did.
And look at how cute you are. It's so cute. Okay, so we've got Once Upon a Princess, The Magical World of Eland.
That is a portal fantasy, so I guess that's the
Wow.
very first portal fantasy that I wrote, which is also what this is.
And then Into the World of Unicorns. A lot of
That
little
is a
grade 6
report
girls are
on
like, yep.
unicorns.
Oh, look at that. We've even
Yeah.
got real unicorns on the back. Okay, so what are you doing at the festival this weekend?
So I'll be in a Q&A, I'll be doing signings, I'll be speaking in presentation, and yeah. it'll be very
Amazing.
exciting.
Okay, so if you've got kids, what age would you say? Grade 5, grade 6?
I would say 8 to 12 years old.
Okay, yeah, so
I
in
feel
that
like I
ballpark.
have a lot of grade 3 readers actually, which is a little younger than I expected, but a lot of
That's
people are enjoying it
yeah.
even at grade 3. So
That's
yeah.
amazing. So no place like home. You can pick it up and you can come to the festival. You can meet Lynn. Lots going on with Telling Tales. Telling Tales happening this weekend here at the beautiful RBG. It's a free event for the entire family. The Telling Tales mascot and Kevin. Hi, Kevin.
Hey, how are you, Emily?
Kevin, what happened to its eyes?
So my dog, I brought it home last year after the festival, and my dog immediately ate the eyes, so I had to draw them back on.
Were they googly eyes?
They were little plastic googly eyes.
Dogs
yeah.
are so funny, eh?
I know. It's funny that he went straight for that and did like rip off the
Yeah.
wings or something, but
It's a dragonfly mascot, and
Yeah.
it is the cutest thing.
Yeah.
Okay, my daughter is reading this book right now. She brought it downstairs yesterday, put it on the counter, and said, Mommy, I gotta bring this book to school. We need to have something to read, and I'm gonna get in so much trouble if I don't remember this
yes,
book.
excellent.
So
well,
she's-
good. I can give you some cheat notes on it. It's a time travel book about a kid who's growing up in a horrible apartment building that's about to be torn down, and the only way to save it is to go back to the time when the building was brand new.
Okay, so the cape is actually quite relevant in
That's
this
right.
situation.
That's
Yeah.
right. It's all the superpowers in all the books.
Now you do your own writing and your own illustrating.
Yes. In fact, I can. So this is actually DJ, who's the goalie for my Hockey Super 6 series.
Okay.
And that's the newest book over time, which
Yeah.
I'll be talking about at Telling Tales. But can I show you a magic trick about how to draw?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a trick I learned. Everybody here. So follow along. So everybody knows how to draw stick figures.
You want me to draw a stick figure?
Draw a stick figure. Draw a stick figure. This is all you're going to do. Now, this is the thing that people will say, I can't draw, I can only draw this. But watch, I'm going to show you,
true.
if you just bend one line of this, you know how to start drawing a character that's in motion.
Okay.
So draw the head. Nice.
Okay.
Draw the arms, same way you did up top.
Okay.
Draw the legs. And now just bend the back. And now you have a character who is going for a walk.
Oh.
This one looks like it's dead and lying in a grave. This one looks like it's about to go for a walk.
Oh my gosh.
So that's the magic trick, is just bend those
That is
lines.
super cool.
Yeah, and then what you can do is you can start to bend all the lines, and you can get characters who look like they're running or throwing a javelin or
Oh
whatever
my
it is they want to
gosh.
do. All that sort of stuff.
Okay, well yours looks a lot better than mine.
But it doesn't, because yours just has a different character to it. In fact, look at the face on that. Mine looks like a sort of a goofy, happy button
Yeah.
sticker thing. And I kind of like yours. Yours looks like someone who's self-satisfied and heading off into the weekend to read some books. So yeah, that's excellent.
Okay, what's your role at the festival this weekend?
Well, I'll be presenting
Yeah.
a couple times on Saturday, but I'm also emceeing at the Rose booth, so with the tent. So I will be getting to introduce Christopher and Ken Opal and Erin
Awesome.
Bowe, who's one of my heroes. She just got nominated for a big book award for her book Simon Sort of
Oh.
Says, so she's going to be there. I mean, it's a stacked lineup. One of
Yeah,
the great
I
things
mean-
about Telling Tales is everybody's interesting.
yeah.
And so
and
I
who
get
wouldn't
to,
want to spend the weekend in this beautiful atmosphere? atmosphere.
Mwah.
Right? It's
Absolutely phenomenal.
just gorgeous.
Yeah,
Okay, now
agreed.
where can people get your books?
You can buy my books everywhere. Different Drummer is one of my favorites. They're one of the sellers at Telling Tales, of course, and Ian and the gang there, fantastic.
Amazing.
So you can get them there for sure.
And ages. Now, my daughter is 11.
Yep, so she's right in the wheelhouse for this one. These are sort of, I grew up reading comic books, so I wanted to have books that had comic books in them.
Yep.
They have like illustrations on every single page. And so these are scholastic, they're sold through the book fairs, they're sold everywhere else. And these are the ones that,
my
honestly,
favorite time of year in school.
when I was a kid, I know, you could just go in like
Yeah, the
lose
book fair
yourself.
was the best.
And then you're just like, oh my God, I want it all, I want it all.
I know.
The thing about this one, though, is this is a book that I would have read when I was a kid because
Okay.
I did not read books that I write like this.
Right.
That was exactly the sort of thing that would have hooked me right in.
All right. Well, thanks so much, Kevin.
Oh,
Have a
thanks
wonderful
very
time
much.
this weekend.
Well, I'll keep drawing some stick figures.
I'll keep trying my
Awesome.
best. All right, coming up this weekend, Telling Tales at RBG. Make sure you come and check it out. Lots more to come on Morning Live. I certainly couldn't think of a better thing to be doing on a beautiful sunny day in Royal Botanical Gardens, coloring pictures of hot cross buns, because we've got Yolanda here, who is the author of Hot Cross Buns. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me.
We also bring her son, Miles, who is busy coloring and eating and running away from the wasps. Tell me a little bit about the story.
Hot Cross Buns for Everyone, as you can see, is beautifully illustrated by Daria Lavrova. And I wrote this book to celebrate Easter, but more so to celebrate hot cross buns. I eat hot cross buns all year round.
It's not just an Easter thing.
No, it's not. It really isn't. I mean, look at it. Look at how much we got
Yeah, it's
recently,
amazing.
right? Hot cross buns is so delicious. And it's a story about a little boy, Jackson, who loves Easter, and his friends decided to come to his Easter party. Now, they made it extra special by bringing hot cross buns that's very relative to their culture. They added their own creative taste to it, extra sprinkles, rainbow colors, extra raisin, and if they have allergies, no milk, please. And of course, Jamaican bun and cheese.
So good.
So all the kids came out, they had a good time, they played games, and it got interesting. The parents joined in too. Of
course.
It was a community party.
There was food.
Yes, and there's food, lots of it. So much that at the end, he was able to offer the entire neighborhood hot cross buns for everyone.
That's incredible. What inspired you to write these books? Because you've also got Masoka Birthday Party, which I love. Christmas elves bring themselves.
Being themselves. That one is, the Christmas elves being themselves is very brand new, right? That came out just in December. I love holidays and celebrations, and just like Easter, you know, like my grandparents really made them extra special for me, and my parents as well. And of course, you see, I like to write about parties and joy and fun, right?
Yeah, of course. Who doesn't?
Miles is having a rough time with the bees. But,
That's okay. Nobody
it's
likes bees.
all about partying. All
is.
about partying. And in my Soka birthday party, of course, you know, the kids came out with different flavors. So hot cross buns is where we give a variety of Easter buns for every child and every family out there.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Miles reads all your books.
Yes, he does. He loves it, you know. He loves it. He goes to school with many kids and of different cultures, you know. So it's nice. I hope he gets the experience like I did in
Well,
school.
and that's good too. With that, you know, there's a lot of diversity in your
Love
books,
it.
which we're starting
Yeah.
to see a lot more and more, which I think is really important for
Yes.
kids.
Yes.
What are you doing this weekend at the festival?
I am so happy to be back at Telling Tales Festival this year. I will be reading Hot Cross Buns for everyone, so everyone get ready to sing Hot Cross Buns, Hot Cross Buns, one a penny, two a penny, Hot Cross Buns.
Yeah, that's right. There is a song.
Yep, we'll be doing a lot of that, and we'll also be coloring our hot cross buns. Kids can, once again, add their own colors and flavors and anyhow they want it, and we will read this delicious story at Telling Tales Festival.
Amazing. And do not forget, the festival is free for anyone that wants to attend, so grab your family, grab your kids, come out. The weather's supposed to be beautiful this weekend. Come and
Yes.
check out Telling Tales. Thanks so much for joining us. Have fun this weekend.
Thanks. I will, for sure. Thank you.